We have to keep this alive, thanks to you and the media for keeping breathing oxygen into this issue, because this can't be ignored. By law, we're entitled to severance, on the Antigua and Barbados Labor Code. And Barbados, I'm sure, has similar legislation with regards to years of service and severance due. It's imperative that we get this money. It's not that this is money that we're begging for. This is money that is due to all of us here. So we need to have this money so that we can move on with our lives. Because it's not right. Because I'm sure if any person in another sector was laid off due to COVID or whatever, they won't have this battle. They would be able to have a means to get access to their terminal benefits so that they can move on with their lives. Why are we seen to be targeted in this issue? I really don't understand it.
The Prime Minister there decided that he had seen enough of the suffering. His constituents would have lobbied him, and he decided to pay and to settle with all the St. Lucian staff despite not being a shareholder. And I'm not saying that, to put the other shareholder governments, Barbados, Antigua, St. Vincent and Dominica, in any sort of bad light, but really and truly to leave people in this position for this long, over 2 years, sleepless nights. You go to sleep worrying about bills, you get up in the middle of the night worrying about bills in some cases, and 3 o'clock in the morning you can't go back to sleep because you're worrying about what the next day is going to bring. We have former colleagues that have had to flee the region and are living in basements, converted garages in places like Canada, Maryland, in the United States. And I just can't understand it, right? Because these are people that would have served and contributed to the region, right? So all of this has been said before, and again, we thank the media for keeping it alive, because the only thing is to let the public know what is happening to people, what they're fearing, basic things they can't pay for. So it's full time that this issue be resolved. And not only that, we had promises of communication. At one point there was supposed to be a committee set up to deal with this. It was cancelled. There was a promise by the Prime Minister to come back in 100 days to give us an update on where things stand. So as difficult as it is not having or knowing when you're going to be paid what you're legally and morally entitled to, there's no communication. You're being treated terribly and not being communicated with.